Hello, Kryptonauts and Ravenites all around the world. I am your host, Blockchain John. Thank you for being a part of this Ravencoin development community update. Alright, let's go ahead and get started and see what's going on here in the Ravencoin development channel. Let's start here and then we'll move over to development meeting. Last time we did it the other way around, but that's okay. Okay, so let's see here. December 10th? No, that doesn't make sense. December 10th, is that good enough? Yeah, December 10th is good. December 10th. Ravencoin.timeline.ovh starts the conversation. Is there a way to get the number of transactions per block via Raven-CLI? Also, I am trying to install Electrum X, and I get the following. Debit at VPS, a bunch of numbers and letters and slashes. Okay. Crawl Verde US jumps into the conversation. Use-user. LSJIO7 jumps into the conversation at ravencoin.timeline.ovh. Get chain TX stats with some parameters setting the window of blocks and hash on the last block to look at. And ravencoin.timeline.ovh responds, thanks. And that was it for the 10th. Now moving over to December 11th. As Linux high core developers, I have noticed that for some reason when I use the RPC function, get account address, if the account itself has not been created using the exact same function, which by default, if no account with the name exists, it is supposed to create it. It will create duplicates and recreate a new account with the same name but another address. Okay. And here's a little screenshot. Let's see, what does it say? Yeah. Okay. Interessante. Then as Linux continues, as complement of information, I did try all the create address methods, and I confirmed that only when you create with the command, it does not recreate it later on using the get account address. And here's another screenshot. Okay. Oh, it was definitely Spanish. Or let's see. Yep. The screenshots are in Spanish. Bienvenidos sur la consola RPC de Ravencoin. Use up and down arrows to navigate history. They didn't translate the whole thing. Okay. FDOV responds at SLinux. Hi. Can you please make an issue on GitHub? @ and here's a link, github.com/ravenproject/ravencoin/issues. SLinux responds, will do, ASAP. SLinux responds to FDOV with github.com/ravenproject/ravencoin/issue/1155. Let me know, he continues on, let me know if I need to change /edit/add anything. As turnaround, I get address by account, which does not create duplicate. Also, I notice just not that the function is flagged as depreciated. I would expect a redirection indication in the help to substitute, if any. FDOW responds with a thumbs up emoji. Scrambles jumps into the conversation. Oh, yes, yeah. Scrambles jumps into the conversation. Hi, I just started getting into mining Raven and reading up on the project, and I want to help out. I just wanted to know if there's anything I can do. Seal Clubber jumps into the conversation. I guess let more people know Raven exists, etc. Some core wallet testing going on. Articles can be nice too. Small quids. Anything to get more people to enjoy Raven. Smiley face. Scramble responds, I will definitely spread the word. Kinkajou jumps into the conversation. Help test latest release with the link here, github.com/fdavin/raven-dash/blob/main/testing-4.7.0 test.md. Write comments / make issues on GitHub. Scrambles response. Got it! All right, now today. That was the end of the conversation of yesterday. Now today, here we go. We got a couple here. Ravencoin starts the conversation. Here is a repo of multi-hashing with kapow in it. Made a PR, but you can use this if you want to start testing. Args are reverse double SHA-256 of the header, nonce as big endian buffer, and the height. It returns a 64 len buffer. First 32 is the main hash. The second 32 is the mix hash. And here's a link, github.com/crawlverde/node-multi-hashing. If anyone wants to try and get a working NOP pool going, and he got 2 thumbs up for that. And it's pinned. Cool. All right, and that's the end of the conversation for the development channel. Now we're going to move over to the development meeting channel here in the Ravencoin Discord server. And we're going to start the conversation here for December 10th. Okay, so let's see. And that's when every Friday, if you guys don't know, every Friday the Ravencoin developers meet up and have a chat, a discussion about what's being updated throughout the community on a weekly basis. All right, Ravencoin starts the conversation for multi-sig. No, is that right? No. Go back a little bit. Oh, here we go. December 10th. Ravencoin channel is open. Ravencoin confirmed the latest dev branch build on ARM 7i. Tron responds, I have invited folks from Twitter to help test. Could you post a link to information on testing? ? Kinkajou jumps into the conversation with a link, github.com/fdavin/raven-4.7.0 4.7.0 test.md. Tron responds, thank you. He got 1 thumbs up emoji for that. Ravencoin says, was it at LSJIO7 who had the testing online meetup? ? Kinkajou responds, yes. Only 2 of us attended though, sadly. I didn't hear anything about that. Ravencoin responds, as I understand, we need to look at restricted assets for P2SH and watch only addresses with assets. Kinkajou responds, and I, of course, didn't have a mic, so poor LSJ just talking to himself. Then Kinkajou responds to Ravencoin, yes, I was experienced issues specifically with tagging P2SH addresses and sending the associated restricted assets. Seve jumps into the conversation. I borked my testnet instance on my Windows machine trying to transplant my chain state data to an Ubuntu rig. Sad face emoji. Kinkajou responds, was not able to get watch only in the GUI for P2SH or P2PKH asset balance, though Raven balance displays correctly. Seve responds, I was the only one who kind of compelled LSJ to even schedule the testing session. Kinkajou responds, also AFAIK, none of us have successfully sent assets from P2SH addresses yet either. More GUI support would be nice. Seve responds, yeah. Ravencoin responds, at least the basic unlocking script, right? ? Kinkajou responds, at LSJIO7, opened a dedicated issue and bounty for that here, with the link, github.com/ravenproject/ravencoin/issues/1142. Ravencoin responds, for multisig or P2SH? Kinkajou responds, multisig is P2SH. Ravencoin responds, it's an application of P2SH. P2SH is kind of similar to a smart contract. Kinda. Not really. It's just more options. Locking script. Kinkajou responds, the issue is specific to GUI support for multi-sig P2SH. Ravencoin responds, yeah. I added it to my list. Seve responds, neat. Ravencoin responds, I have stuff to do on holiday. Kinkajou responds, multi-sig is P2SH application. I have been testing as well. Crawvether responds, cool beans. Kinkajou responds with the link github.com/ravenproject/ravencoin/issue/99 #issue comment -989151364 is particularly deserving of attention though. IMO, I would expect restricted assets to be one of the more common applications for multi-sig P2SH, so ensuring it works properly is crucial. Sever responds, agreed. Crawverde responds, yeah. Right now, we just gotta try to break stuff in the testnet and add issues on GH. Hans Schmidt jumps into the conversation responding to Kinkajou. It can be confusing because there is a check multisig opcode which can be used on Raven just as on B2C to do standard multisig, but it's limited to 3 signatures and it results in a large transaction. So most multisigs are actually done using P2SH. Sever responds, didn't know that. Hans Schmidt responds, I want to acknowledge that there have been a few other small bugs which have been reported in the channels not related to P2SH. It takes time to reproduce, diagnose, and fix these things, but they will eventually be resolved, so it's worth thanking those people who put effort into reporting them and opening GitHub issues when possible. He got 4 thumbs ups and 2 100% emojis. LSJIO7 responds, the struggle has been the only way to spend from a multisig is via create a W transaction, and a very few understand it. IMO to write a guide on how to do it with assets. I'll have a go, but it's gonna take a while. Using the GUI with a multisig address in the wallet and all the private keys it works to send assets. We tried issuing all the assets types into a multisig address and the sending from that address using the GUI. That is obviously not how it's meant to be used, so kind of irrelevant, other than it's worth noting as interesting on the positive side. Kinkajou responds to LSJIO7, this is actually not working for me. LSJIO7 responds to Kinkajou, just tags though, correct? ? Kinkajou responds, when trying to send out from a multisig address and I select the asset on drop-down menu, it disappears immediately after being selected. And Jaraz jumps into the conversation responding to Tron. I saw the tweet. Do all points at, with the link here, github.com/fdovin/raven/blob/main/testing-4.7.0 test.md needs testing on macOS ? Or specific ones ? Test OS X binaries on various versions of OS X is rather vague and broad. Kinkajou responds to LSJIO7, nope, seems to apply to main assets as well, at least when using GUI. I'm specifically talking about sending an asset from a multisig address. Sever responds, holy shrimp, Jaraz is here. He got two party faces emojis for that. Crawverde responds, hey, Jaraz is back. Bunch of emojis there. AFAIK, little testing has been done on Mac/OS X in general. Someone _2 jumps into the conversation. I just noticed his pick. Kinkajou responds to Draws. I think I'd be prudent to test all the new features on each OS at least once to ensure they work. Crawverde jumps into the conversation. That would suck. Jaraz responds to Crawverde. I have Bugsir 11.6 and Mojave 10.14 in a virtual box. Crawverde responds at FDOV. Do you know what needs to be done with respect to Mac OS/OS X? Tron responds to LSJIO7. These tests should show how to use P2SH and multisig for assets. And here's a link, github.com/ravenproject/blob/develop/test/functional/feature_assets_p2sh.py. You got 4 thumbs up and 1 prayer emoji. Kinkajou responds to himself. I've just tested again during this meeting and it's working now. LOL at LSJIO7. LSJIO7 responds, I was firing up my testnet node to double check. Kinkajo responds, yeah, I tried it before posting and that got the error described, but now it's working. You got one thumbs up emoji for that. Okay, LSJIO7 responds, I had a few anomalies I will detail as separate issues on creating qualifiers and sub-qualifiers that the GUI was different for the various asset types. Just to keep them on the same process, the number was required for creating qualifier type of assets. However, the prefix was not required for the rest of the asset types. It was already automated in them, I think. Ravencoin.timeline.ovh jumps into the conversation. I can do some testing on OS X latest version. He got a bunch of emojis for that. Hearts, party face, and I guess the market going up. What is it? What is that called? That's yeah, market up. Kinkaju responds, right. Might be because restricted assets share the same name as the main asset they're associated with, whereas qualifier strings can have unique names. But having the number added to the prefix initially would help prevent some users' confusions, in my opinion. It got me the first time as well. You got one thumbs up emoji for that. Hans Schmidt responds to LSJIO7, I have noticed similar oddities on occasion. The implementation is not consistent nor the same as the documentation. Tron responds, these are issues related to the speed of development at the time. They can be fixed, but we should publish some notes for any changes that are not backwards compatible or could break existing RPC calls. You got two thumbs up for that. Also, the lesser used features, tagging, etc., didn't get much user testing. LSJIO7 responds to Tron, I see the test and see familiar console commands, etc., but it's Python and not English. Creating the multi-sig is doable in console. Spending is ahem fun for me at the moment. I'll have a go at using it though in console and report back if I get seriously stuck and create something a bit more user friendly. Smiley face. On a side note, with the new GUI screen for wallet creations are much better, I recently installed an Atomic Dex Komodo wallet, and a good feature they had was forcing the user to select specific random seed words or two to ensure the users had recorded it correctly before letting them through. Seems good practice for future improvements, perhaps. Kinkajo responds, Exodus Wallets does this too. I agree. It encourages safe habits, no harm in creating an issue in case someone wants to pick it up. Smiley face, and you got two thumbs up emojis for that. And that is the end of the conversation for the Development Meetings channel. All right. Where are we at? Wow, still early. Okay, let's check some other stuff out. Let's go over to the nest and scroll down the nest. Vincent's chatting up in there. Someone with a Twitter account tell Vincent agrees and post my article TLA. Let's see, scrolling on down. Let's see. Craverde. Oh, Scrambles. Was it hard? Was it a hard process getting there? And are there fees? Well, hold on. What are they talking about? Anyone have a Raven in a ledger? Craverde responds, yep. Scrambles. Was it hard to get getting the process in there? And are there fees? Craverde responds, no. And there are no. And the only fees are on the blockchain. It's not supported on Ledger Live though. Scramble responds to Craverde, oh damn, I need to figure out how to get it on my ledger then. Okay. Go there down to the 12th. That dude West jumps into the conversation. More ways to get Raven other than mining? Question mark. LOL. Crypto Life Crisis responds, tokenize your business. Issue shares on Ravencoin. Sell NFTs. Dotch jumps into the conversation. That would work if retailer issue wallets with customer accounts. Then NFTs with little Raven to move them as described. Forcing normies to buy and sell crypto is a lot to ask. Cohorst response to Scrambles. I've used Electrum Ravencoin for 9 months with a ledger. It's great. Be sure to use Electrum Ravencoin and not Electrum RVN. The latter is not supported anymore. Scrambles responds, okay, we'll make sure of that. Thank you. Let's see. And here, Crypto Life Crisis says T minus 30 days until Ravencoin's first block reward halving, following along with each day on Twitter Spaces until block 2,100,000 passes. every day for the next 30 days at 6 p.m. PST. There will be a Twitter space voice call conversations of various Ravencoin topics. This will be a great opportunity for the community to learn more about what some Ravencoin community members are working on. I encourage inviting people new to crypto to attend these meetings. There are a lot of passionate people involved with this T-30 push. Their energy is infectious. Will be big look for Raven. Kicking off tonight with Tron, Raven, Market Man, Blockchain John, and Crypto Lissa. Hope to see everyone there. And here is the image. Oh, there it is. So that's going to be coming up shortly here today. And let's see, Ravencoin.timeline.ovh response to Crypto Life Crisis. Can someone record the session? It will be at 3 o'clock a.m. in Europe. Crypto Life Crisis, I believe it will be recorded and hosted on C3 Media's YouTube channel. I'll post a link when I get it. Okay, I guess I'll leave a responder. Let's respond to Crypto Life Crisis here. I can sure record it if you all want that. Perfect. Okay, mining. Let's check the mining channel. What is this? This is, I can't even see that. Crypto starters? No. Let's see, how do you manage to get all those 3070s? Australia has higher prices but easier access to GPUs. Now we know. It was working before I fiddled the setup. Okay. Yeah. No. Let's go to asset development. Is there a guideline hot to buy and sell in Raven Trader? Example, how to create the signed partial and etc. I tried to find community for it and found none. And LSJ-IO7 responds with the link github.com/ben-abraham/raven-trader-pro at Alfarius. This is the software that automates the process in Python. Okay, Alfarius responds, thanks, I installed it. However, now facing problems with Ravencoin wallet, node IP to connect on and off. I already asked in Ravencoin communities, #helpdesk, and waiting for an answer. LSJ-IO7 responds, once your node is synced up and working, you need to get the below installed working on your system. Install Python 3.7 and PIP, Windows PIP install -r requirements.txt, Linux Python 3.7-m PIP install -r requirements.txt. Make sure a Ravencoin wallet is running with the following raven.config variables. Server =1, RPC = user, RPC password = password. Run the app once and then edit the config files in -raventrader settings.json as needed to connect to RPC. Wow. Okay. It's deep. All right, Cryptonauts. It's going to be short and sweet. Let's go ahead and end that here. With that said, if you enjoyed this Ravencoin development meeting update, make sure you give a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I appreciate those comments because it lets me know that you guys want more of these, I guess, vocal. I guess what do you call them? I'm just basically just verbalizing, just saying what's being typed up here in development. So if you like that stuff, just let me know, and I'll continue doing it. So until then, and until next time, stack sats and huddle. Adios.